This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, oh, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between Jeremy Scott and the son he'd never known.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward it.
Listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that was good news.
It is the second day of April, 2025. Hope you made it through April Fool's Day. Good morning. My name is Chris Hockey. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. You know, today is Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. Peanut butter and jelly. I think we got Paris on his way. In fact, I know we do. Got some special stuff for you a little bit later. A little special sauce for you. Special sauce. I like that. Here's Greg Warren with some comedy about peanut butter and jelly. Again, it's the Power Trip Morning Show on a Wednesday. Come on in now. I am glad you are here.
So I didn't used to do this. Like, I sold Jif peanut butter, right? Yeah. There's a reason why we're doing this special in Lexington, Kentucky. Jif is made here. Yeah. Jif is the best peanut butter, okay? It's the best peanut butter. Our motto was, choosy moms, choose Jif. Choosy moms, not all moms, okay? Let's say maybe your mom who drinks in the afternoon and goes to the casino and forgets to pick up your kids from school. If that's the case, by all means, buy Peter Pan, okay? That's a better product for you, all right? Like Peter Pan, come on, their mascot is a boy who refused to grow up. Maybe he couldn't grow up because he was malnourished, because he was eating that garbage peanut butter named after a cartoon character. Peter Pan can fly because he has hollow bones. There's no nutrients in Peter.
On your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
You look tan.
For the warriors. Never giving up the lead. To take it to the top.
Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. It is Wednesday, April 2nd. Hate to start with the weather, but look, the opening day for the Twins at home is tomorrow. Is that even going to happen? It's the North Pole out there. It looks awful. Is the forecast like 40 for tomorrow? Are they going to play this thing tomorrow or not?
42 the high tomorrow. 33 the low. So they'll probably play it. It's just going to be miserable.
Yeah, 4 degrees warmer, though, on Friday.
And then we get a high of 35 on Monday. A high.
Oh, boy.
The snow?
Where you live is a choice.
It's heavy.
Oh, that's mean.
It is heavy and thick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's hopefully all going to get washed away. But I wonder what the Twins are going to do the next 3 days. We'll see. We will see.
Yeah. Well, if they'd lost yesterday, they might have just canceled the whole thing.
But they didn't.
They won 8-3, man.
8-3, man.
I don't mind the cold as much as I hate having to use 2 hands to brush 3 inches of snow off the top of my car this morning.
Brush.
Like, just, I mean, it was, like I said, it was heavy snow.
This place.
And it's April. I feel like I've brushed more snow off of my car in April than I have entire winter.
One of the worst snowstorms I ever had was like 6 or 7 Aprils ago, and we got like 18 inches. Hawk and I loved it, but...
Hi, buddy.
Petty.
9 hours ago, you tweeted, "I've never doubted this team."
I haven't. I've never once doubted the Minnesota Twins.
Yep. And then right after that, you tweeted a gif of Dwight Schrute from The Office with the caption 159-4.
Yeah.
That was on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
I know
I could see the AL Central coming down to a game 163.
Yeah.
If
between
it was,
a couple of 4 and 159 teams.
Yeah. It's not. Actually, I don't think that is possible.
I always forget what side you guys prefer.
No. Emotional. What's going on over there? What's wrong with iHeart?
People treat this place like it's their high school dorm. I walk in here, the phone's off the hook. There's paper on the floor. There's stuff everywhere. Just a bunch of pigs.
Oh, can't blame Parker Fox. He was in this studio last night.
He was. That's right. He was. That's right.
Can't blame Parker.
Yeah, he did a good job.
He did do a good job. I heard about like 40 minutes of it, and I was driving the kiddo to gymnastics and listening to Parker, and I go, God dang, this dude doesn't seem nervous. I can't wait to talk to him to see if he was, but he didn't seem nervous for hosting for his first time. I'm sure he was, but didn't seem like it.
I bet he wasn't nervous.
Nah.
I bet he wasn't. I bet he's got a gargantuan ding dong.
Yeah, I bet he. Well, he's like 7'10".
Yes, I mean, so like if you got a big old gargantuan ding dong, like all you got to do is just say, "Yeah, I'm nervous, but what's the worst thing that can happen? They can't take my ding dong."
Right. Yeah, I have this schlong.
Right.
It's been my go-to for years.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just guessing that's how it is when you got a big ding dong.
I guess I didn't think about that. I was just talking about his actual on-air presence seemed to be pretty calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did think about that.
Interesting tie-in, though.
Yeah. Well, either way, congrats to our dude.
Yeah, good for him. Nice
well
job.
done, man.
And for having a big ding dong, you mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been able to prove it yet. I'll look into it. I have sources.
It's early in the day.
Yeah.
Can you, send me the full report when you're done?
Sure. I mean, most of the sources, again, have been fired from this place. But
Wait. We took pay cuts.
Yeah, so we can save their jobs.
Yeah.
And none of them work here anymore.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Is
it Tuesday?
No.
No. We can call
It's Wednesday because Parrish is here. Hi, Parrish.
Hi.
Petty.
Hi.
You go to one basketball game and a fight breaks out.
How about that?
Sweet Lord.
You were close too.
That
right
was
in front of you.
That was great. That was entertaining as hell. I got to thank the Epleys, Todd and Becca Epley, who we adore. They gave us their seats that I guess are in press row. For Nikki's birthday last week. So we went out on Sunday and that was hysterical. I mean, things escalated extremely quickly. I loved it and we had great seats for it.
3 rows behind the melee.
Man, it was awesome. And we were like kind of, obviously you could see because like it was the first step up and we got, I got a million texts. Never did I think like me going to a basketball game would kind of become a thing. But it kind of worked out that way. And it was actually really funny. My Mondays are my me Mondays. And, first thing I wake up and I meet with my therapist and the first thing my therapist was, so what'd you do at the basketball game last night? It cracked me up. No, it was awesome. It was fun. It was, I had a lot of fun at the game. It was a great game. Obviously the fight, I was waiting for a punch to get thrown. But when I, realized that there was like 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah, one of them got crushed pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, I did because it was so quick in the game. I was still taking it all in. That I had no idea that they were under there. And then A-Rod was really cool. He came right over there. The coaches, I'm assuming whichever one was head coach, came over, said something. No, and they handled it really cool. But those were some very, very, very big men that were coming on some very little people there. That sounded terrible.
Do you think when A-Rod came over, Rosie kind of like
on?
Paul, your hands up.
Sleep back there?
Oh, no,
nothing.
Paul, your hands up.
No, I don't have any.
Falling on. It is 5:38. I'm a hockey player.
Yep. Never too early.
Let's just change the subject.
Do you think when A-Rod walked over, Rosie tried to do the
hi,
and he
I know
just
you.
didn't even acknowledge
Do you think
him?
he went to grab the jersey because he thought it was for him?
Brilliant. Genius. Yeah.
So
thanks, A-Rod.
Oh.
Did you hear any of comedy yesterday?
Me?
Yeah.
Little, yeah.
Common tries to get Rosie going.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard him do that?
I didn't hear that part yesterday.
You've heard him do that in the past, though, right?
Oh,
Where he
yeah.
seems to get him going just to get him going.
Yeah.
I don't know if he read a text or an email, but he said, basically, funny, Joe Schmidt retires and Rosie has to make it all about himself. And Rosie's like, no, I didn't. Like, get bent. Like, bite me, I think he said. He blamed it on Randy Shaver posting something on Twitter. He goes, I didn't post it. Randy Shaver posted it. So then I looked it up. Mark Rosen quote tweeted, which is the same as tweeting, astonishing run for the three of us. Well deserved, Joe.
JC.
Yeah.
I mean,
astonishing run for the three of us.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is making it about you.
Yeah.
That's not saying unbelievable career, Joe. You did a great job. Astonishing run for the three of us. And then he goes, I didn't post the picture. Randy did.
No.
Yeah, you retweeted it. That is the same. Why don't people understand that? That is the same thing as posting it.
I saw that and I'm like, come on, this can't be real. I'm not going to encourage it. I'm going to move on. Astonishing run for the three of us.
And I like how Common just was like, yes, that's what the emails are saying.
Yeah.
Emailers are saying you're making it about
Which
you.
Which means Larry Mondello guy texted him about
100%.
it. Yeah. So good.
I mean, come on.
Astonishing run for the three of us. You can't make it up. So when Ovi breaks the record this season, Parrish should write astonishing run for the three of us in the NHL to him and Wayne.
Yeah, why not? Taking the Rosie jokes out of it, the only thing I thought of when I saw that, because it is an end of an era, I don't think, no offense to anybody that's doing TV in the Twin Cities anymore, that era is so over, though.
Yeah.
The era of the, anchor, right?
Yeah.
The Ron Burgundy anchor.
Oh.
It's essentially almost over. We have a couple hanging on here that are still legendary. Like, we got the Frank and Amelias of the world, right? Yeah. But especially in the sports world, the Joe Schmidt, Randy Shaver, Mark Rosen era is over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's talent here.
Oh, yeah.
There's some people that we really like. They're on the show once in a while, but man, it's just not the same, right?
No.
Because back in those days, the Joe Schmidt, Mark Rosen, Randy Shaver days.
What a run for the three of them.
Astonishing run for the three of them. We'll never see it again because that was where you got your sports news because otherwise you had to wait for the paper the next day. So those three told you what happened.
There's so many more ways to consume it now.
I got some similar hell a while back.
No.
Yeah. It was cold.
Yeah.
It was icy February. And I slipped and fell. And I corked my pinky finger. You know how you cork your finger real bad?
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
And it just happened to be the same day. So I posted a picture of me and Dale Earnhardt and said, bad day for the two of us.
Yeah. I remember when you did that.
That's the day he died.
Yeah.
That's what we called it, corked to finger.
Jammed.
Jammed is that what we called it? Yeah, we called it corked.
Corked. I like that.
I wonder why we called it
Well,
that.
yeah, but you deserve that.
Yeah.
You needed that recognition.
Yeah. I posted a picture one time after I got back from going to Target of Neil Armstrong and said, hell of a trip for the two of us.
Yeah. I sprained my leg once walking up the stairs and I texted, God, John and I have been through a lot. I thought I was seeing things when I saw that. Hell of a run.
It took me a second to process hearing it. It's like, wait, did I hear that right?
Just start with congrats, Joe, and then go from there.
Nah, just leave it at that.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, good point.
That's good. That's good.
You know, Rosie auditioned for A Serious Man, right? That Coen Brothers movie.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
he actually did an actual audition.
Yeah.
He was almost in the movie A Serious Man.
That's what he said.
I mean, I don't know, almost, but he technically auditioned for it. So honestly, condolences to Val Kilmer, dead at 65. Two of the all-time great actors. One no longer with us. Luckily, we still have Mark.
Yeah. Thank God.
Tragic.
Do we still have Mark?
Not on this show.
We might on Wednesday.
What?
For the bet.
What bet?
The Masters bet.
Son of a bitch.
You're in, right?
Yeah, I'll do it, but I don't know why.
Because it's fun, right, Corey?
I always give money to Marnie or Lawyer Lambert.
You always give money to Lawyer Lambert, though.
No.
Well, take the money you just won from me doing the core versus 4 and give it to somebody.
Yeah, you're half free.
Pay it forward.
I already did.
Yeah.
You already did?
Yeah. Got a handy in the parking lot.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I thought Tommy wasn't coming in.
Dave Ryan needed $100.
Oh.
Hope you made him work for it. Speaking of Val Kilmer, who again, Rosen and him, astonishing runs for the two of them. This is the weirdest thing about somebody like Val Kilmer. I'm going to guess you guys, when you hear the name Val Kilmer, the first thing you think of is either Tombstone or Top Gun, right?
Of course, yeah.
Right?
Tombstone, yeah.
Because I have seen neither of those films, and I grew up loving the movie Willow, he's always going to be Mad Mardigan to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I just I've seen that movie so many times, and it's not great, but it was just a big part of my childhood.
Yeah, it's not.
He's
great,
Mad Mardigan.
Yeah, the witch lady Woodhawk.
100%.
Yeah, she's mean.
Man, he was freaking Batman too.
He's so good, dude. He's so good at Tombstone
and
Top Gun.
I can't say his name in MacGruber.
No, brilliant though. Brilliant.
Don't want to try to say his character's name, but
what a run though for him and Rosen.
An astonishing run for the two of them.
I can't believe he did that. I mean, I can believe he did that.
He can. Hadn't happened to him yet.
I just like how Hawk just goes, Jesus.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a shelf life, right? You know what I mean? They're just
mine's almost up.
Mine is too.
Well, it's going to be an astonishing run for the 4 of us.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Us 3 and Rosie.
Yeah.
Power Trip Morning Show returns after this on The Fan.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
I just knew him as a kid.
Long, silent voices from his past came forward.
And he was just staring at me.
And they had secrets of their own to share.
Gilbert King. I'm the son of Jeremy Lynn Scott.
I was no longer just telling the story. I was part of it.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between a killer and the son he'd never known.
If the cops and everything would have done their job properly, my dad would have been in jail. I would have never existed.
I never expected to find myself in this place. Now, I need to tell you how I got here.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Bone Valley, Season 2. Jeremy.
Jeremy, I want to tell you something.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And to hear the entire new season ad-free with exclusive content starting April 9th, subscribe to Lava for Good Plus on Apple Podcasts.
Man.
The Power Hour goes live at 8 a.m. KFAN.com/watch, where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Paul, your hand is up.
Hey, that first segment was brought to you by my amazing friends at GutterHelmetMN.com. Never clean your gutters again. One of the best things I've done for my home. GutterHelmetMN.com. Welcome back, Gutter Helmet.
Gutter Helmets. It does sound like a 90s band, right?
That's pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it would work.
Pretty good name.
Gutter Helmet.
Yeah, somebody really, like a 3-time Academy Award winner on SNL, right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gutter Helmets.
Yeah, that works.
Chris, maybe you should change the name of this band to Gutter Helmet. Get a sponsor.
It's a good idea. Yeah, just a picture of Sauce. All broken and crumpled underneath a ladder.
Oh, well, I fell off my stairs. I don't have to get on a ladder anymore.
That's my point.
Yeah.
There you are. Just
laying there.
Completely lame for the rest of your life.
You'd rescue me.
Nope. I'd use you as your toilet paper. Every part of your body. Every day I'd walk over and use a different part of your body to clean my crack.
Well,
to clean your crack.
You heard what I said.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you must think a lot of you.
I want to use every part of them. I'm like an old-timey person. I want to use every part of the animal.
Okay.
That's efficient.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
I want to put your eyeballs in my soup.
I feel the same way, Sauce, about serial killers. If I'm going to kill you, I'm going to use every part of your body.
Oh, speaking of serial killers, even though I said I wasn't going to do it,
I know you would. Yeah.
Within 24 hours, you watched it. The one that you said that you had, you don't think you can stomach it. You think you've moved on from serial killers. It upsets you, and then later that day, you watched it.
Yeah, like 3 hours after I got home. Yeah,
and
holy smokes!
This is the one about the killer in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Have they caught him?
Yes, they have caught him. Yeah, but it was the.
Was he cool?
What? No, absolutely not.
Does he have a calling card? Is he worth remembering?
Yes, he has a calling card.
Yeah.
He has a certain
Was
thing.
it an accident?
Absolutely not.
Would you refer to his run as astonishing?
I mean, he may have killed like 135 people. So
135?
Yeah.
Did you put a picture of yourself beside a bunch of bunny rabbits and a picture of that guy beside his victims and say, "We've had a great run"?
Brilliant. I got it. Sorry.
That
I
was
got it.
the stop.
Yeah,
You didn't
well,
catch Zach's bit?
I did. The funny part is last night Ted Bundy
I understand.
posted what an astonishing run for the two of us.
That's the same joke.
Zach
did it.
actually makes sense.
Zach did it. Then Chris did it, and you got it, and then you said it again.
Sorry. I still can't hear out of my right ear.
Yeah, you got two.
Yeah.
Why not?
I have no idea.
So if one of your ears can't hear, then your brain can't process what the other one hears?
No, my brain can't process regardless if
One
I
of
had
his
perfect
ears
hearing.
gave up and couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Is that why you only used 2 of the 5 words in that game yesterday?
Yes.
Because I wonder if we should just wait until you can hear out of both ears, then try that game.
I cannot hear out of my right ear.
Yeah, maybe go to a doctor.
Maybe clean it out.
Might be a spider living in there.
That'd be terrible.
Grody.
Yeah, I wonder if it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sick of it too.
Yeah.
Really.
Or like a
But he has a
tapeworm.
mansion now.
Well, honestly, if you get your
That's a good
ears
point.
cleaned out today and there's 2 or 3 spiders in there, an astonishing run for the 3 of them.
Yeah, correct.
Blocking your ear canal.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. Proud of all of them.
Anyway,
But
you were
Joe
saying?
posted the picture.
No, Randy did. Let's not blame it on anybody except for Randy.
Randy posted the picture, so blame him.
Blame it on
Yeah,
Randy.
it's terrifying. The whole thing's terrifying, and how botched it is by the police department in that area.
What's the bit though? Who was he targeting?
Prostitutes.
And the Everly brothers.
Yep, and the Everly brothers.
Yeah.
But they found like these 4 bodies, and then it just kept adding up and up and up, and then they could tie them to other things. And
Not to get super graphic, but this is a serial killer. Was this a gun guy, knife guy, strangulation guy?
all of the above.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he would leave different parts of their bodies, like he would cut their heads and their hands off and just leave them in this like area of New Jersey.
Did he have a good reason for it?
I mean, I think the reason, not that it's a reason, but I think he had like the worst childhood of all time. And he lived in the same house that he grew up in. And it was real weird. He's like 6'10", super weird, man. It's scary. He's terrifying.
That's a huge bitch.
Hey, Zach,
Yes.
do you live in the same house you grew up in?
Oh, no.
No, I mean like.
Did you have a terrible childhood?
It was an incredible childhood for the 2 of us, I would say. Astonishing childhood.
Yeah, what a run. No, but I mean like.
But your brother posted the picture.
Yes.
Yeah. His parents were long gone, and it was in this nice neighborhood, and the house, it's creepy.
Where'd they go?
I think they all passed away.
Did he kill him?
Did they pass?
Maybe, I don't know. But like.
That makes your childhood worse if you kill your parents.
Yeah.
Unless they're terrible parents.
Yeah, which the father, I think, was. Yeah.
Well, then screw them.
Yeah, screw him. But yeah, it's 3 episodes. Kind of scary.
You watched all 3?
Yeah.
What'd Louis think?
He slept most of the time.
Got bored?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, I you made me never want to watch this documentary.
Well, I don't do a good job of explaining things.
No, but that's because of your ear. You'll do exactly. You'll do a better job of explaining documentaries when you can hear out of both ears.
In fact, I fired the director just now.
Yeah. Wow. That's sad.
I bought the studio with the last few dollars I have left.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's a documentary, so the director is technically the Lord.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yep. Fired!
Wow.
Oh, man. All right, well, thanks for the recap.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good one, but yeah, you get it.
Well, I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah.
You didn't turn Parrish off.
No.
But
Nothing turns
I like
off.
that weird stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
You know,
It's weird. Real weird.
So you're back on the serial killer gravy train. You're loving it.
I mean, I wanted to watch it because it's one of those bits where most serial killer documentaries are like, from the bit happened like 30 years ago. He's just going into trial for all of this. So
Yeah, you like the new hotness.
I like the new hotness, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear about Britney Spears. You want Sabrina Carpenter.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that works, yeah. That's a good analogy.
Thanks.
more than 200 passengers are currently right now, as we speak, sick with the norovirus on a luxury cruise ship.
Oh.
The Cunard Line ship left.
Well, now you can say Val Kilmer's character.
That's a terrible name.
Especially in England. Yeah. I mean, they use that word a lot over there.
Yeah.
Left England and sailed to New York and the Caribbean before returning to the United Kingdom. The CDC says the sweeping norovirus outbreak was reported and has infected 241 people on board that ship.
Wow. What ship is that again?
The Cunard.
That's a terrible name.
Man, every time one of these stories comes out, my wife sees it, and then we are like 30% less likely to ever go on a cruise. Because she doesn't want to go on one, and then she hears these stories, and she's like, nope, never doing it. It's like, well...
The one out of how many thousands of cruises a year?
Right, and there's so much fun when they go well.
Oh, we had a blast. Nikki and I had a blast this summer. We're cruise people.
You didn't get the norovirus?
No, we did not.
Did you get hit by a giant rogue wave?
Yeah. No, we did not.
Because those are the best.
Are they?
No.
Yeah.
I watched this morning because I'm an idiot. There's a video that came out this morning of a ship in Alaska getting hit by rogue waves. And it is absolute mayhem, catastrophe.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Just terrible. It's like, why am I out here? Why am I in a bobber?
Bobber.
Man.
That's why you get on the biggest bobber you can find.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I know Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
Does he still have a podcast?
Hell of a run for him and Rosie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my dad, Rosie, and Ron Burgundy. Hell of a run.
Whose podcast is going to last longer? Rosie's new podcast or the Ron Burgundy podcast?
I think Ron Burgundy's over.
Yeah.
I think it only lasted a year.
Ron Burgundy podcast.
I think they did give him another year.
Did they?
I think it's 2 seasons worth of.
Oh.
Well, how many? I mean, yeah. I think he's kind of almost got to get old.
I like
for him.
podcasts, and I have not heard a single one of them. Weird.
Well, what about Maxie on the mic? Do you know what that's about?
Who knows?
Corey?
It's about travel and food. Who knows?
What about the Bobby Bones and that washed up quarterback one?
Matt Castle? That's not super nice.
That's not nice at all.
Washed up quarter. What did he do to you?
No, nothing. It just he's achieved a lot in life. I haven't.
No, you've achieved a lot.
You really have been. You're a great achiever.
Thank you. Hell of a run for me and Matt and Bobby Bones.
Yeah, don't be so hard on yourself, man. You've achieved so much more
really
than
have,
you think.
man. Every time I look at you, like, that guy's achiever.
Yeah.
Achiever.
I'll tell you one thing he's doing. He's out there trying to achieve.
Genius.
I don't even know what group that sounds demeaning to. Cheever sounds like a slur, and I want it to be whatever you are.
Sounds like something my grandpa would have said.
Yeah, 100%.
I want Sauce to walk away from a giant dinner table and an old man to go, get that Cheever out of here.
That's what I said. I bet my grandpa used that word a lot.
Grandpa, stop it!
Knock it off. They can hear you.
I didn't find World War II to hang out with Achiever.
I hate Cheevers. Those big-headed Cheevers.
Big heads, tiny hands.
Always out there achieving stuff.
And they don't speak English.
Speak English, you damn Cheever!
Can't hear out of one ear.
Oh, man. All right. One team that did achieve a lot last night in double overtime, the Timberwolves, with a shocker. Man, they just own that team. We'll talk about the big win last night after this during Front Page Sports on the Fan.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
I just knew him as a kid.
Long, silent voices from his past came forward.
And he was just staring at me.
And they had secrets of their own to share.
Gilbert King. I'm the son of Jeremy Lynn Scott.
I was no longer just telling the story. I was part of it.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, oh, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between a killer and the son he'd never known.
If the cops and everything would have done their job properly, my dad would have been in jail. I would have never existed.
I never expected to find myself in this place. Now, I need to tell you how I got here.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Bone Valley, Season 2. Jeremy.
Jeremy, I want to tell you something.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And to hear the entire new season ad-free with exclusive content starting April 9th, subscribe to Lava for Good Plus on Apple Podcasts.
Man.
Good morning, everybody. Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. The older you get, the more you realize 65 years ain't enough.
Amen.
Here's Tom Cruise talking about Val Kilmer in Top Gun.
You can be my wingman anytime. You can be mine.
You know, the first one, I really rallied hard for him to make the movie.
You're everyone's problem.
And the kind of talent that he has, and you see that scene, it's very special. This is very special.
I do like movies, though, Corey, where like the guy's just a total douchebag for 2 hours, and he did us one good thing, and everything's cool.
Yeah, again, like Johnny Lawrence in Karate Kid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. He hates Daniel LaRusso the entire film, but then he gets kicked in the face. You all right, LaRusso? Right. And he like shakes his hand and gives him the trophy. Like, you're all right in my book. Yep. So dumb.
Just trying to cripple him for life.
just wants to ruin his entire family and life and high school existence, but hey, you kicked me in the face really hard, so mad props to you, buddy. You know, the other underrated, I don't know if it's underrated, because I think everybody that saw it loved it, but Heat, man.
Heat's
Val
great.
Kilmer and Heat is so good.
Heat's super good, yeah.
One of the best action movies from the 90s.
I loved The Saint.
Never saw that.
No, I didn't see that either.
Elizabeth Shue.
Yep.
No, he was great, man.
I liked it.
Yeah. Man, Val Kilmer.
We were just talking about Iceman the other day, weren't we? Can't remember what it was.
Oh, yeah, Iceman from Top Gun versus Iceman from Mega Man.
Yeah.
We had that quick debate.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to quit doing that, man.
What a run for both of them.
An astonishing run for both Iceman from both franchises, yes.
Yeah.
Let's do Front Page Sports because, man, we had a hell of a game go late last night in Denver.
How about that?
How about that?
Yeah, How about it?
How about it?
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores for a limited time. Buy 3 monsters for just $7. Mix and match any 3 16-ounce monsters that you want, and I want more than that because monsters are awesome.
The best.
Monsters.
3 for $7 for a limited time at Holiday. Go get some Monster Energy this morning at Holiday. All right, huge win for the Wolves. They win in double overtime against the Denver Nuggets, 140-139. Controversial, we'll talk about that in a second, but still, the Joker puts up 61 points in a triple-double, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 61 points. The 61 is the most points in the NBA this season, and I believe just the third 60-point triple-double in NBA history.
Wow.
The Wolves have now won 6 straight against Denver, if you go back to last season's postseason, and they finished this year 4-0 against them. That's despite starting last night down 21-5. Nice start.
Yeah.
Right, it was a late start, a 9 o'clock start right in Denver. So I think a lot of people saw that and said, well, bedtime.
Yeah, correct.
I'm not going to miss much. Why would I stay up for this game? And then you saw one of the best games of the year if you stayed up that late. 140 to 139, double overtime win.
Yeah, huge win, man. Unbelievable. And all the mistakes that were made. Ant threw the ball away. Russell Westbrook couldn't make a shot. That foul, man, with like 0.1 seconds left, that was sweet. What a win. I was following on the ESPN app, and it said the game was over, right? When Denver was up by 1. But then everybody on Twitter was like foul and like, I can't believe that just happened. So
you were still up at like midnight?
Well, I got up to go to the bathroom. But yeah.
Lucky.
And
well, I was telling Corey in the break, I'm like, I got up at 2:30 in the morning to go to the bathroom. I'm like, I wish I would have gotten up 2 hours ago because social media was ablaze last night.
So what you just referenced is Russell Westbrook missed a layup when the Nuggets were up 1 with 6 seconds to go?
Yeah.
Missed a layup after Ant threw it away. So Westbrook misses a layup. The Wolves come back the other way, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker launches a 3 essentially at the buzzer. And on the follow-through, Westbrook fouls him, even though the ball was already out of his hands. And, it's one of those, like, well, you can't follow through and go through the shooter. So he knocks Nah over and makes the first 2. I think missed the third one on purpose because what's the difference? And the game's over. So, yeah, probably not the best final 10 seconds of Russell Westbrook's night. But we'll take it.
But they need it. They need it with 6 games to go, man. That was sweet.
And the crazy thing about it is, the teams behind the Wolves, Clippers, and Warriors are out of it. They're all falling apart.
Yeah.
But sneakily, the team that's falling apart in front of them is the Memphis Grizzlies, right? They just fired their coach.
Yep.
They're 2-8 in their last 10. They've lost 4 straight. So the Wolves now are tied with the Grizzlies for 6th at 44-32. So the Warriors have now leapfrogged the Memphis Grizzlies. The Warriors are in 5th. Memphis is in 6th. The Wolves are technically in 7th, and the Clippers are a half game back in 8th. Then it's like 6 games back for Dallas. So the Wolves are definitely in the final 8, but that doesn't guarantee them into the postseason with the play-in tournament going 7 through 10.
Yep.
So they really got to get 6 to get a spot locked in, and right now they are tied with the 6th place team, Memphis, who is free falling.
They fired their coach?
Yes.
First team to do it with 70 games into the season or something, I read.
Short leash.
Here are the last 3 games.
Larry Robinson, the Devils in like 2000, and he won the cup. It was like the last 10 games of the season, then they won the cup.
Here are the last 3 games for Memphis. They battle Minnesota here, then they go to Denver and then at Dallas, or at home at Dallas, but Dallas isn't any good. But playing Minnesota and then Denver, that's tough.
Wait,
those last 3 games.
The last 3 games of the season?
For Memphis. Yeah. So they need to just keep winning, man. I think other than that Memphis game, I think the I think the Wolves have a pretty easy run the last 6 games.
At Brooklyn Thursday, at Philly, who has nothing left on Saturday, at the Drunken Scotties on Tuesday, at Memphis on Thursday. So the Wolves are on the road now until next Friday.
Yeah.
When they're home against Brooklyn and then they're home against Utah to wrap it up.
Yeah. Right.
That's a pretty easy schedule.
You should go 5 or 6 or 5 and 1. Yeah.
So that Memphis game is going to be huge.
Huge.
You beat Memphis at Memphis next Thursday and might guarantee yourself a spot in the top 6.
Man, sports are the best.
Are they?
Yeah, I love sports.
What are things that you like more than sports? Your wife and son.
Yeah, my wife and son.
Your dad.
My dad.
Your mom.
My sister.
Your sister.
Hawk.
Right.
Parrish.
I love that you didn't say Dov.
Zach.
You moved right on. You went around the room to all your family members, but you didn't say Dov.
I thought you'd be proud of me that I didn't say Dov. Yeah.
Your uncle? No.
Not Uncle Peter.
Not Uncle Peter. My other Uncle Peter, Shelley's husband.
But family and sports?
And Hard's daddy.
Okay, so some friends, family.
And my scene bear.
And sports.
Yeah.
What else do you love?
The draft.
That's sports.
7th Avenue Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got our helmet.
So your sponsors, yeah.
Yeah. What do you love, Corey?
Ooh, that's a good question. Do you know how?
To love?
Hello.
Yeah.
I've tried it. It's a bitch.
Oh, that's
sure
sad.
is, man. Sure is. Real talk.
The Twins won 8-3 over the White Sox, and they were down 3-rip going into the 6th. But then they put up 5 runs in the 6th, and then Bader hit a 3-run home run in the 9th. Yes, that's his last name, to make it 8-3.
Yeah.
Our guy Jeffers went 2 for 5. Ty France 2 for 4. So the Twins on the board. First win of the year. They are 1-4. They are at the White Sox today at 1:10. Lopez versus Burke. And then, again, this weather is terrible, but
hideous.
Home opener tomorrow, 3:10 against Houston.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I'll be watching that one on TV.
Yeah. Your guy, Morneau Perry, is really good.
He is outstanding,
that whole group,
isn't he?
Audra's great.
Yeah.
Provis is great. And, they're all great.
Morneau, Audra Martin, and Provis. Honestly, I know it's early in the season, but 5 games, but an astonishing run for the 3 of them.
Yeah. Astonishing.
Rosie tweeted that.
You know?
Well, no.
Like the 4.
Oh, I don't get the bid still.
Parrish, the Capitals won last night, 4-3 over Boston, but Alexander Ovechkin did it again. He scored goal 891. He's now 3 away from tying Gretzky, 4 away from breaking the record. He has 8 regular season games left with the Washington Capitals. They are at Carolina tonight at 6 o'clock, just 3 away. So we are in hat-trick territory, right? Any hat-trick can get there. So we're kind of now realistically 1 game away at any point.
I think I just saw a flash on the TV here that he's projected on the scoring pace he's on to get on April 15th against the Islanders.
Tax day.
But crazy. It's absolutely nuts. We've been talking about it for the last, I guess, 2-3 years now. And, to see that it's just getting closer and closer is blowing all of our minds. I still, don't want him to get it this year. Cause again, I want him to get more than 900, because it's just awesome to be the only guy to say he scored 900 stinking goals in the NHL is pretty amazing, especially for a record that we thought all of us thought was untouchable.
So, I was thinking about this when a couple of weeks ago when I thought that the pace was close enough where maybe we could get it at the X last week, and then obviously it fell off. Baseball's really the only sport where the historic items temporarily go into the crowd.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Basketball, football, and hockey, you can just have somebody hand that person the ball or puck or whatever.
Yeah.
In baseball, you have to have some rando temporarily get their hands on it.
That's a great point.
Like when he scores goal, what is it, 894, and 5.
5, yeah.
They just hand it to him.
Yeah, somebody grabs it to him. Especially when it's a big number like that. Like, if it's like usually typically the personal records, only the team and the guys on the bench really know what that is. So you'll see somebody on the ice giving it to them, going to grab it. This, however, I can imagine every ref on the ice wants to be the guy that hands Ovechkin that puck.
Do they use... This is really dumb, but stay with me. Didn't they use like special marked balls with the Barry Bonds years?
Yes, and
so they could 1,000% verify that there's no like. I assume they're going to use some kind of a designated or special puck, maybe or not.
Well, it's pretty easy to figure out. I mean, it's the one in the net.
I understand that, but I'm saying, don't they change something? And again, that's back to if it goes into the stands, you're going to have to be able to verify it. But I wonder if they don't have any kind of marking on it.
No.
For that game, I would not think they should do that.
They'll pull it out of the goal and they'll put a piece of tape on it and they'll write. I mean, it'll eventually be, I'm sure, a little bit fancier than that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
or something.
I'm sure if the Hall of Fame will be calling instantly, hoping Ovi will part with that for a little while.
But you shared the ice briefly with Gretzky.
Correct.
And obviously you played a few games against Ovechkin as well. That's got to be pretty cool from a personal standpoint.
Yeah, no, that's like your first year, maybe 2 years in the league. You're kind of blown away. Your rookie year, that's kind of like, I couldn't believe the first time, like we played Buffalo early in the year and playing on the same ice as Dominic Hasek and Steve Yzerman and Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier and Mario Lemieux and Ray Bourque, all of these, heroes of mine growing up. And I got, my brother and I were just talking about that. He was bringing it up to me how lucky I was. Cause I got Crosby, I got a little McDavid there. I kind of got everybody
Bobby Orr.
At some point, except for Bobby Orr, I got so many of her, if not all my kind of heroes: Chris Chelios, Mike Modano, Dino Cicerelli, my hero,
Joe Schmidt, Randy Shaver,
Joe Schmidt, Randy Shaver. There was some other TV guy,
Shaver.
but I'm having trouble coming up with his name.
Yeah. Tommy Shaver.
Slash.
No, it was T.O. That's who it was.
All majors.
Slash. Yeah.
Don
Major
Shelby.
Tom.
Yeah. Diana Pierce.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Like, they should play with gold pucks from now on.
Yes.
It'd be really heavy.
Until he gets the record. Let's just change, like the 3-point ball at the end of the rack during the 3-point shootout.
Yes.
Make the puck different because now he's playing with it.
That's the problem is like at any point that puck will open to the stands, then you're making it a hassle. If you just leave it the same puck and you just pick, the one that went into the net.
Yep.
There's all kinds of video evidence out there.
You're no fun. Let's make it different.
Yeah, make it cool.
Come on, man. Let's turn this into American Gladiator or something.
Yeah.
Stop it. What really matters is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
I just knew him as a kid.
Long, silent voices from his past came forward.
And he was just staring at me.
And they had secrets of their own to share.
Gilbert King. I'm the son of Jeremy Lynn Scott.
I was no longer just telling the story. I was part of it.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, oh, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between a killer and the son he'd never known.
If the cops and everything would have done their job properly, my dad would have been in jail. I would have never existed.
I never expected to find myself in this place. Now, I need to tell you how I got here.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Bone Valley, Season 2. Jeremy.
Jeremy, I want to tell you something.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And to hear the entire new season ad-free with exclusive content starting April 9th, subscribe to Lava for Good Plus on Apple Podcasts.
Catch the Minnesota Wild take on Dallas this Sunday with the Unreal Golf Ticket Pack. Score your exclusive ticket package, including a ticket to the game, an exclusive Unreal and Wild co-branded hat, and a meet and greet with the one and only Shooter McGavin himself, Christopher McDonald. Enter for your chance to win this ticket package now at KFAN.com, keyword contests.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, Shooter. All right, let's do what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports. Chris will change your life with something else. We'll start with Wild News presented by Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. If you're a Twin Cities contractor, boost your build with Catalyst. Thanks, Catalyst. The Wild are at the Rangers tonight, 6 o'clock right here on the Fan. The Wild are 41, 28, and 6. 7 games to go. 4 on the road, 3 at home. Big game for both. Obviously, the Wild are in a pretty good spot. They have a 6-point lead on Calgary for the second wild card spot in the West. But the Rangers also fighting for a playoff spot. Parrish, they're 2 points out of last. They are chasing the Montreal Canadiens. They're tied with the Columbus Blue Jackets. So the Rangers really need this. The Wild kind of need this, right? It'd be nice to get this at least.
Yeah,
big game for both squads tonight.
We obviously, we want to win this. We want to go in to the playoffs, winning as many games as possible. But it's kind of nice to have that 6-point cushion that we got up on Calgary right now. And the fun thing about this one of the many things that are fun about this time of year in hockey is that you can kind of crush some other teams' dreams. And right now, if the Minnesota Wild going into New York right now, you're looking, everybody's watching the standings, you know where everybody is in the NHL, and you're like, we can kind of break their hearts right here, because this is a must win for the New York Rangers at home, 2 points back right now. They've got to win this hockey game, and the pressure's all on them. The Minnesota Wild just go out there, play hard, play their style, the simple style. They've really simplified their game, which is exactly what you want to do going into playoffs, which is what we're seeing their success with. But obviously the majority of their success comes from their D-zone structure, their systems, their commitment to blocking shots, their goaltending, and hopefully maybe getting some more firepower back would be amazing. But that being said, these are the fun games. This is why this time of year is so much fun to play for the players.
So they were at New Jersey Monday. at New York Rangers tonight, at New York Islanders on Friday. Do they even switch hotels? I think that's kind of what I was talking about a day or so ago. I mean, that's all three New York area teams within 5 days.
Yeah, but they're just kind of far enough to be like kind of annoying bus or train rides, whichever way you want to do it. I know some teams do and some teams didn't. But yeah, no, it is kind of it does make for a really nice road trip when you know you're just getting on the bus for a half-hour ride or a 40-minute ride or whatever.
So Rangers tonight, Islanders in New York on Friday. Then they're finally home against Dallas, who's obviously having a great season on Sunday. Then they host San Jose, at Calgary, at Vancouver, and then they host Anaheim, and then the postseason.
Yep. Here we go.
What really matters is this.
On this day, 512 years ago, 1513, Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon landed in Florida. He was searching for the Fountain of Youth, of course. It was during the Easter season, so he named the area Flowery Easter, or Pascua, Florida. That's why the place is called Florida.
I did not know that.
That's why I'm here, brother.
Yeah, thanks, Hulkster.
That's what this whole bit's about.
Yeah, it's great.
I tell things.
What if he found the Fountain of Youth, but it was filled with alligators and snakes and said, forget it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. This whole state's a hellhole.
And he just turned around.
Yep,
Really,
went
really
back.
young snakes.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Quest for the Holy Grail.
Pretty
Choose
much.
wisely.
Yep. And it's like, wow, those snakes are super youthful and young and
guys look great.
vibrant. I should probably milk them and drink them.
The way you're biting me just makes me think you're so much younger than you are.
Yeah.
I want to sing like a songbird.
Look at you flipping over and over like that with such energy. How old are you?
Ripping my leg off so easily.
It's incredible.
The NFL is going to have a Christmas Day triple header in 2025. Netflix will have the 2 games just like they had last year. But
You know I'm screwed on this, right?
Well, probably. Now it's a Thursday this year. Christmas is on a Thursday in 2025. So Netflix will get the first 2 games. Amazon will get its standard Thursday night game. That'll be the 3rd game of the triple header. The 2024 Netflix doubleheader crushed, had huge numbers.
Yeah.
Each game topped 24 million viewers. And, of course, the Ravens and Texans had Beyonce at halftime, which, wasn't quite a Super Bowl halftime production, but obviously they went big with it, and it was a big hit. But what do they call it? Like the Beyonce Bowl or something? I forget what the name of it was.
You are correct.
Either way, that was a huge hit.
Balls.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think Hawk's right on this
The
one.
Benoit Ball, I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
Maybe. So there's 3 of them, Chris, so best of luck.
Ouch.
It's basically roll of the dice right now.
Yeah, correct.
1 in 5-ish chance.
I wish they wouldn't ever mess with high school football. I wish they wouldn't mess with Christmas. Just give it to the NBA. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Well, and you can only watch so many things.
Right. And I wish they wouldn't go to Australia.
Yeah.
Just, nobody learned anything from NASCAR.
Too much?
Yeah. It got too big for its britches. It's never enough just to hold you. It's never enough just to please you. Ooh, baby, it's never enough.
Who are you talking to?
It's LA Guns. That's for my good friend Andy.
Wait a minute, Sauce. Hang on a second, Sauce. You didn't know that was LA Guns?
I did not.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Keep up.
Sorry.
I saw them at the red carpet like 10 years ago. It's
Are they
great.
just hanging out?
Working.
Yeah. Did they take your ticket?
Oh, they're playing the band room, baby.
Yeah, man.
What's another LA Guns song, Hawk?
Ballad of Jane. She was always on my mind.
Andy loves that band.
He does, and he also loves those F-word things we were talking about the other day.
Whoa.
He loves them. He sent me a picture of them. He had a bunch of frozen ones in his freezer.
Yeah, he brought me some when I was there, when we were there for the Vikings game.
Little on the nose there, Andy.
Yeah. Well,
Andy.
I asked for where I could find some, and oh my god!
And you said, I don't think you understood what I was talking about.
What really
Andy.
matters is this.
Why didn't you just go get your mirror?
It just takes time.
It's like he couldn't get.
Can we FaceTime, Tom, mate?
Yeah.
On this day in 1931, during an exhibition game between the New York Yankees and the Chattanooga Lookouts, 17-year-old Jackie Mitchell struck out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig on 7 peaches. Peaches.
I get my peaches down in Georgia.
Great song.
She was 17 years old. They're saying it was a publicity stunt.
Oh.
But either way, Mitchell's contract with the Chattanooga Lookouts was voided by baseball's commissioner because he said the sport was too rough for women. Way to go, dude.
Well, they should have just started a league of their own.
Yeah.
Well played.
Brilliant.
Clever.
That's a great
Clever
film
guy.
and a great line. Great
Are you
film.
crying?
Have you seen that, Core?
A League of Their Own?
Yeah.
That's the one with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
I've probably seen it 70 times.
Yeah, it's so good.
You were so against the idea of it, though.
Yeah, it made me sick. Paul, your hands up.
So much.
Marla Hooch.
Champ.
Okay.
Of course, he's an athlete. He likes athletes.
I do, and I feel bad for her daddy.
Yeah, that's a
You know
tough
what I mean?
scene.
When he says,
I
listen,
raised her like a boy.
yeah, I know she's just terrible.
He said
I'm paraphrasing.
That's where Buzz, your girlfriend, came from.
I'm paraphrasing. I don't think he said that.
Doesn't he tell John Lovitz, just have 6 beers and give it a go?
I think that's the line that got him the Oscar.
Yep.
Yeah. The dad in that movie won the Oscar?
Yeah, for Best Actor.
Because that whole scene was improv.
Yeah. His performance was so overwhelming.
I
They
didn't
said,
know that.
this is the minimum requirement moving forward now for Best Actor, because he stole the entire film.
Little known fact, he didn't know the camera was rolling.
Yeah, that's his actual daughter.
Yeah, Rosie was feeding him lions.
Astonishing run for the two of them.
Yeah, correct.
Steelers owner Art Rooney II said he keeps hearing that Rodgers is, quote, headed in our direction. With Aaron Rodgers looming over the Steelers, he said, quote, we keep getting positive sort of signals about it. So, yeah, I'd say we feel pretty good about it at this point. Steelers are confident.
Yeah.
That Aaron Rodgers headed their way. It makes the most sense.
Yes, it does.
But we'll see. What really matters is this.
On this date in 1974, the movie The Sting beat out The Exorcist, Serpico, and American Graffiti for the Best Picture Academy Award.
Whoa, those are good movies.
Those
Hell
are some
yeah,
monsters right there that year.
Go through them again.
The Sting.
Haven't seen it.
Huge.
The Exorcist.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
Serpico.
Yes.
Haven't seen it.
Are you serious?
No.
Really?
American Graffiti.
I'm 0 for 4.
Wasn't me.
Wow.
Wow.
Only 4 nominations that year? Or those were the...
Those were the...
There may have been another one.
There was just... Those are pretty huge is why those were named.
Because it was 5 until what? Until 10 years ago?
I think...
When did they expand it to 10? Up to 10, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
But back in the day, it was, I think, just 5. For most of the existence of the Oscars, I think it was 5 Best Picture nominations.
How about a scary movie being nominated?
How about that? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I
American
haven't seen
Graffiti was, Harrison Ford.
That's a great film.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah. American
Richard
Graffiti
Cunningham,
is good.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Joe Schmidt.
Yep.
Randy Shaver.
What a run. Astonishing run.
The tush push discussion has been tabled, which is a really cool word.
Yeah, I turned to
table
PA and I
something.
said, can we talk about this later?
Yeah. Gross.
According to reports, 16 teams wanted it banned, but you need 24 to approve a change, but that's obviously right down the middle. So the topic is now likely to be revisited at these spring meetings, and that's when it turns all about us, because those spring meetings for the NFL, May 20th and 21st, in Eagan, Minnesota.
Hell yeah.
Eagan.
Is that
That's sweet.
Like Helena Eagan from Severance.
Woodhawk?
Oh, 1,000%. You would bang Audi Heli, or Helena, and then any Heli all day long.
All of them, yeah.
I don't mind an Audi.
Yeah. No.
Please stop.
All right.
You button-barred yourself.
Although, if you watch season 2, any Heli's much nicer, so my guess is Chris likes Audi Heli.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Well,
or is she?
Again, I turned around and talked to PA about the tush push and said, can we talk about this pain in the butt later, please?
Parrish, you done with Severance?
Yes.
Season 2?
Love it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, we finished it up last week.
I still got the...
What a finish.
White Lotus.
Yeah, absolutely.
White Lotus has got 1 episode to go.
Yeah, we started the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And, Hawk, I think you're the one that talked about this before, but we started the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely hysterical.
Yeah,
if
man.
you're in Eastbound and Down,
Yeah.
Danny McBride, obviously, is the creator of it. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
It really makes fun of evangelists.
Yeah. Yep.
Corey, love it.
And I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, you've said that.
Yeah, let everybody think what they want.
Yeah,
Leave them alone.
Right. Freedom of religion. You've always said, yeah.
That is the thing about that show. And Danny McBride made this point on with Conan the last time he was on. I think it was Conan.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah. Where he talked about how the key to that show is, even though they're bad people, they are believers. They don't really know they're bad people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
and that is an interesting point.
Well, and it makes fun of the whole genre. I mean, it makes fun of them. The evangelist makes fun of the people that throw money at them.
Yeah.
And yes.
Because if they didn't know that, if they didn't believe, there'd be no redeeming quality to the characters. And there has to be a little bit.
There's got to be something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fascinating, man.
Oh, God. And like they're just my friends are car pranks. Like every excuse he can to his wife is just, they're just my friends I play car pranks with. They're just my friends I play whatever pranks with. Like just hysterical.
Danny McBride's another guy like Seth Rogen. We just talked about Seth a day or two ago where he's so intelligent in real life, but a lot of his characters don't come off as super smart. But Seth is super thoughtful and insightful and intelligent. I feel Danny McBride's the same way.
Yeah.
Wait till you see
Plays the dummy all the time, but man, he's a smart guy.
Episode 1 of season 4. Wait till you see it.
Oh, looking forward to it. We finished, I think we finished season 1. We're on to season 2 already.
Yeah. Episode 1, season 4 has nothing to do with the rest of the show, and it stars Bradley Cooper, and it's directed and written by Danny McBride, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
More of what really matters after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
I just knew him as a kid.
Long, silent voices from his past came forward.
And he was just staring at me.
And they had secrets of their own to share.
Gilbert King. I'm the son of Jeremy Lynn Scott.
I was no longer just telling the story. I was part of it.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between a killer and the son he'd never known.
If the cops and everything would have done their job properly, my dad would have been in jail. I would have never existed.
I never expected to find myself in this place. Now, I need to tell you how I got here.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Bone Valley, Season 2. Jeremy.
Jeremy, I want to tell you something.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And to hear the entire new season ad-free with exclusive content starting April 9th, subscribe to Lava for Good Plus on Apple Podcasts.
The Flop, Sweat, and Tears Tour continues this Friday at Styx Tavern in the Dahlgren Golf Course in Chaska. The show is sold out, but we've got your chance to win your way in.
What?
Be caller number 11 right now to catch all the knee-slapping, side-splitting humor from Sauce, Common, and Larry Mondello Guy. Call now.
Which one are you exactly, Sauce? Flop, Sweat, or Tears?
I'm all the above when it goes bad.
Will it go bad Friday?
I doubt it. No.
Isn't it interesting that we give away tickets to sold out things?
Yeah.
Do you need the push?
I have no idea.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it'll be super fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I think if we're being serious here, I think the catch is they have to give tickets away or they can't mention it.
Is that
I think that's how that works.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
I guess somebody should have told me that.
I think they're not supposed to mention it. That's why, Chris, stuff has to come up organically.
Right.
You know,
yeah,
like organically. I'm trying to think of something that could come up organically, but I'm not going to mention it.
Well, I could think of something too.
Like what?
Like organic Northland vodka.
Oh, gosh.
See how that's organic.
No.
Totally was not going to bring that up.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Well, it's nice when I get to spend my Tuesdays playing this initials game live.
Oh, where do you play that?
Yeah, I play that at Bucks.
Oh, that's right. There's one of 45 locations you can play it at initialsgamelive.com.
Yeah.
Oh, did you play last night?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Last night was Tuesday.
They have it every Tuesday. Unbelievable.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm glad that came up organically.
Ba-da-ba-da.
That's really loud, sorry.
It's all right. I can't hear it.
Good.
It took 4 minutes for anybody to call, but now finally people are calling.
Oh.
Somebody wants it.
I don't rip your bit.
I actually think the phones weren't working because it did take like 2 minutes for somebody to start calling.
Hey, it sold out.
Sure did. What's that restaurant hold?
20. No, it'll be great. I can't wait.
I love it because Zach just had to tell him what he won.
Brilliant.
You guys super disappointed. Tonight, the Gopher women in the Wabbit Championship, they take on Belmont, which is a horse race, at 5 o'clock in Indianapolis, which is where cars race. So you got the Belmont and the Indy 500 and the Wabbit Championship tonight for the Gopher women's basketball team.
Speaking of the Belmont, we're going to bet on more horse seats, right?
Well, the actual races, right? Yeah. Not just you betting on them dying at Santa Anita.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
No, pretty classless if you ask me. I hope you get emails.
Yeah, I don't know why you
I get that. What?
Emails.
Oh.
What did you think I said?
Yeah, what could he have said?
Earwax.
Oh, you thought it?
You already have earwax. You can't hear out of one ear, and that's derailing your brain.
I bet that's what it is.
I don't think that's derailing my brain.
No, I think Minnetonka did that.
The poor city.
What really matters is this.
Great point.
Good luck to the Gopher women.
In 1989, 36 years ago.
Great year.
It really was. It's April 2nd, so I was a little over a month away from graduating from high school.
I was 12.
Yeah, that sounds right. 36 years ago today, WrestleMania 5. Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man Randy Savage.
Man.
Those were the days.
Hogan won.
I was watching the WrestleMania, listen to GNR Appetite.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, eat something.
That was the pinnacle of wrestling. I'm sure wrestling fans would try to correct me and say it's been great the last...
I loved it.
Late 80s, early 90s wrestling was the best.
The WrestleMania, like the pay-per-view, it was nuts. Like we had to bug one of our dads. We only had to convince one of our dads. That was the trick. If we all just went home and annoyed the crap out of our dads, all of us buddies, somebody would win, and we all got to see.
Do you remember the wrestling game for Nintendo 64, Corey? NWO versus WCW.
We definitely played it at Dave Wahutka's house multiple times.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, he lives in California now. I think he's a lawyer.
Oh. Well,
a lot of people I graduated with went on to do really important things.
You do something important.
I know, but I got to put up with you.
That's true, though.
They don't.
Yeah.
They use it against me all the time. They're like, hey, how's that thing with Paul going? I'm like, hey, it's still going. It's still going.
Sorry, guys. Zach's doing a 60 Minutes interview with the winner.
He's explaining, no. You have to go watch them do comedy. And he's trying to convince them it's worth the drive.
No, he's trying to convince them it's Sauce that's doing comedy.
Yeah, brilliant.
He does that so every now and then on a Friday. He loves to do that right before initials. Or right when you guys ask me a hockey question. That was it.
He's done. Here, he's coming back.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, is it my turn or your turn?
Yours.
The women's Final Four is Friday. The men's Final Four is Saturday. The women at 6 o'clock on Friday have Texas and South Carolina. And then the second game is UCLA taking on Paige Beckers and UConn. The men's Final Four Saturday, of course, all 4 number 1 seeds made it. Florida against Auburn at 5 on DraftKings. Florida's a 2.5-point favorite. Then around 750-ish or so, obviously, after the first game. Duke and Houston, and Duke is a 5.5-point favorite on DraftKings. What really matters, though, is this.
Duke Nukem.
Great game.
That's it. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Never got into it.
Yeah, it was fun for a little bit.
Did you get into The Mandalorian?
Yes.
Never.
No.
The Last of Us?
I watched
Nikki got into
7 of the 10 episodes.
What about Game of Thrones?
Never seen it.
It's a lot of Pedro Pascal references is what you're going with here?
He's 50 years old today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Did they shoot down those Jennifer Aniston rumors, or is that still buzzing that he might be dating her? Or was that just like 2 days of rumors?
They went on a couple dates.
Yeah.
Good for Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of Jennifer Aniston dating rumors this year.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Rosen was making it up.
Yeah. Well, astonishing run for him, Brad Pitt, and Jennifer
I'm trying to remember, was Pedro the one that got his head squeezed?
Yes, it was.
I mean, spoiler, but sure.
Whoa.
Yes, it was.
I didn't say which show.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Might have been Narcos.
That's
a great show.
In the run of Game of Thrones, that moment was what? Top 5 for...
Yeah.
Whoa! What?
That was...
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What? Like, that was a Quick turn.
That was one where the Mountain became my favorite character, and to why I had to come in when he was in there that day, because I just had to get a picture of him pretending to squash my brain.
Man, that was a hell of an episode.
Oh, yeah, that one gets your attention.
And Pedro Pascal basically spends his entire run of Game of Thrones at whorehouses until he has to battle.
So he's Hawk's favorite character.
Pretty much, it's just fighting and women.
Yeah. And just like that other guy we were talking about, he didn't even know the cameras were rolling.
What do I got to do? Fight this guy?
That was
Sure.
Hawk in the 80s.
Can I go back to the whorehouse when I'm done with this fight? Well, yeah, if you survive it, sure.
I didn't go to whorehouses. I went to a horse house.
And then you got punched by a dad.
Yeah, of course. It's all part of the act.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
I can't
Pedro
get an erection
Pascal.
unless somebody swings at me.
What?
Also, by the way, Pedro, outstanding when he hosts on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
he's really great, good. Dude.
He
I
goes
like
for it, man. He's really funny. Like that dude.
Good actor, man.
The Wolves won in double overtime against the Denver Nuggets, 140-139. That was despite Dante DiVincenzo and Naz Reid being suspended for the game that Parrish saw.
I knew that.
Yep, those two got suspended, and 3 Pistons players got suspended as well. So just a 1-game suspension for those two, but still, super dramatic win for the Timberwolves. Russell Westbrook basically handed it to us, but we'll take it. The Joker, 61 points and a triple-double, the 61 most in the NBA this season. Wolves have won 6 straight games against the Denver Nuggets if you date back to the last year, and they swept them 4-0 in the regular season this year. At Brooklyn, Thursday, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are just battling the Clippers, Warriors, and now the Grizzlies for the 5th spot or 6th spot or 7th spot or 8th spot. We'll see.
Yeah, let's go.
What really matters, though, is this.
It was on this date that Buddy Ebsen was born. You know him as Jed Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies. Also a star of Barnaby Jones. And I'm sure you know, but in case you're hearing it for the first time, he was supposed to play the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz, but he was allergic to the makeup they needed to place on his face and such to make him the Tin Man. Jack Haley replaced him. And Buddy Ebsen.
Tough way to lose a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he went on to become the guy who found all the oil.
It worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, if you saw this, don't guess. Parrish, don't look over here because you can maybe see my computer.
Please don't look over there.
And you're a man of integrity.
So much integrity.
Petty.
Integrity Farms.
Now think about this. Don't rush and guess. Use your brains for a second.
Right? I'll
Put this together.
Okay.
Trees.
For the first time in history, Major League Baseball's average salary broke the blank mark. What amount of money did it cross for the first time?
Average?
Average, that's the key. Average Major League Baseball salary is now over what line for the first time?
Man, that's a great question.
50.
Boy, you're a fan of his questions.
Average.
No, 50 is not. No.
35.
15
I was going to
million.
say 10.
I'm going to say, what sport?
Baseball.
25. That's too high.
15.
Way too high. The average salary cracked the $5 million mark for the first time.
That's nothing.
Well,
First of all, I was thinking...
That's the key, because all the people that are making 50, right, there's a whole bunch of people making like 900,000.
Yeah, I mean, Ty France is making $1 million.
Like contract, not necessarily a year. I thought like the average contract.
Average salary rose...
Wow, I would have thought it was up over 10.
Nope, rose 3.6% to just over 5.1 million. That was up from last year, the year before, down from 11% increase in 2023. So it's working its way up.
All those entry level contracts are getting bumped up.
Yeah, and obviously you got guys that are pushing the average on the top end by getting giant deals, and that's bumping it as well.
$1 billion contracts now.
No.
Billion.
Greasy.
With a B.
What really matters, though, is this.
It was on this date, guys, in 1988 that Rob Pilatus was found dead in his hotel room in Frankfurt, Germany. He was 32 years old.
Got to blame it on something.
One half of the lip-syncing duo, Milli Vanilli, as death was blamed on a lethal mix of alcohol and pills.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Blame It on the Rain was what? Rolling Stone best song ever? Is that what they said?
Of the 20th century.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then I believe...
It's in the running for 21st.
Yeah, there were people arguing that it still gets played now, so it should still count, but it has to be the year that it was released.
Yeah.
I don't like that you. I don't know if you ad-libbed that or just read it where it said the lip-syncing duo Milli Vanilli. That's pretty disrespectful.
Yeah.
I mean, they're more than that.
They danced.
Synchronized dancing.
Yeah, man.
Synchronized dressing.
Blame it on the rain whales.
They probably tag teamed gals at the same time, right? Like, they did a lot of things really, really well. Lip sync is just one small part of their story.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. You could argue that they probably had to work harder than the real singers because they had to
100%
master their exact.
Wasn't their fault the tape stuck.
Actually, they didn't do that.
No, I think if you watch the video, that one guy meat sauces it. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm not sure he knew he was filming a video. He didn't know the cameras were rolling.
No. I'm going to watch that.
The Athletics are 2-4, right? They're temporarily where? In Sacramento? They're on the way to Las Vegas. So they're the Vegas A's, right?
Yeah.
Can we count that?
Not yet.
That they're the Vegas A's?
They're still in Sacramento.
Yeah,
Damn
it.
it.
3 or 4 years.
Because if we take them out of this, how about the rest of California? The Dodgers are 7-0. The Padres are 6-0. The Angels are 4-1. The Giants are 4-1.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
The dads are great.
State of baseball.
The Dodgers are 7-0.
Yeah, they're loaded.
And they might not lose a game.
I mean,
I bet they do.
Same. I bet you they do.
Bet.
Yeah.
My $1,000 to your 10.
$10?
I would do my $1 to your $1 million that they go 162-0.
Deal.
All right.
I'll take that.
$5 to count.
Oh, it's got to be $5.
Yeah, so it's
you're
gotta be
$5 to
$5.
my million.
Me too.
5 to 5 million.
He's not going to count that. He doesn't like these bets.
Well,
I'm not taking it serious.
I don't like that it's going to screw up the handle that we technically bet $5 million.
Breaker,
All right,
1-9's Big Bird.
That's what I don't like. I mean, you're giving me $5, which I appreciate, but I don't like that it will screw up our record.
All right, no deal.
All right, the bet's off. The news is next. Mark Parrish is here. Chris will walk us through the top not sports stories, just stories around the world. So I'll also do sports in like 20 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Good morning from the Power Trip. And thank you for listening to The Fan.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, oh, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between Jeremy Scott and the son he'd never known.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.